know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts.
I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to ExpressVPN, friend of the channel and protector of my online data. They are giving away 3 months free on a 1-year package to all SweetpeaDiaries viewers by using the link in the description box below. Now, this is a service that I personally use 100% of the time when I'm on the internet using my phone or computer. It allows me to bypass content restrictions while traveling and ensures all of my data is 100% private and safe wherever I connect to the internet. Using ExpressVPN also allows you to get discounts when using services like Expedia, NBA League Pass, and Netflix. ExpressVPN also has 24/7 customer support to answer any questions and support all of your needs. So take back your internet privacy today by clicking on the link in the description box below and find out how you can get 3 months free. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I am back with finally another video. Oh my God, it's been forever. So you guys, let me know if you can hear. I am in the chat looking. Please let me know if you can hear me. If we got sound, please let me know because, honey, I've been trying to get this thing. Child, I've been trying to get it going. I'm like, listen. Y'all let me know if you can hear. Let me know. Please. So let me see who is in the chat. You can hear me? Yeah. Okay, now we have ExpressVPN. We have that. But I put bright Cellars wines in the description box. So please, I will fix that. Now, we using this microphone right now because actually my microphone from the mixer and everything, that was not working, y'all. It was not working, so I had to revert back to this older microphone. But through the week, I will be upgrading the mixer, and we'll have the sound effects and all of the little doodads and oohs and ahs that I have been trying desperately to fix. Okay. So you guys, yes, it has been quite a journey. Your girl has been doing all kinds of upgrades. As you can see, I just threw something on. So please excuse my appearance, honey. From the top, it's a shirt. It's giving a shirt, but it's really like it's a little skimpy see-through dress. Okay, that's really what it is. So I just threw that on so that I can come live. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Let me see who is here. All right, because y'all been waiting. All right. We got Susie, Learning, Dion. We got Born a Queen. We got I Green Tech, Christine. Sephora has entered the chat, my member. We have Queen April. We got Sweet Pea there talking about, I'm coming, guys. I done pushed it. We got T the Goddess, my member. Lady Princess. Sugar So Spicy. We got the Euthanizer. We got Coach LP. of course. And we got Black Girl Meets World, Vinnie Van, the real Patty. Now you get to see me when I sing that, girl. Okay. We got Toxic K is toxic. Okay. Aaliyah's Total, my member. We got Blackness. We got K, let's talk about it. Nikki, Lady Scorpion. Okay. Mummies, yes. The real Virgo Queen, Courtney Jackson. Sarah Lee said it's about time. Okay. Now, I know my moderator is probably not going to be in the building because it is going on 11 o'clock, okay? And people got to go to work. People got to, Ebony, what's up, girl? What's going on? What's up, Miss Grip? And I don't think she's going to be here. We tried to get that microphone, okay? It's handling its business, Nikki. Child, this microphone is going to do what it got to do, baby. Now, yes, we have different camera angles. Check this out. Look at this. Boom. Hey. We got, different angles we can do. Okay. You can have me up close and personal like this. All right. And then we can, boom, switch back. Okay. Yes. All right, Neil. So, yeah, we're, here to talk about Miss Tasha K. Everyone has been asking me, Sweet Pea, what do you feel about Miss Tasha K? Yeah. Tasha's filing for bankruptcy. Tasha's filing for bankruptcy. Can she do it? That's the question. Now, you can file all you want, but can you get that thing discharged? That's the question. Hey, Tracy, my member. Okay, angles. All right, girl. We got angles, okay? Angles. Pow! But can she do it, you guys? Can she file bankruptcy? That is the $52 million, no, the $3.8 million question. Can she do it, y'all? Tasha K is a disgrace of YouTube, okay? She is a YouTube disgrace. Anytime you have lost a multi-million-dollar platform all over defamation, all over a simple takedown of video, anytime you put your family's, their livelihood in jeopardy. She had a great career at the tip of her fingers, at her little tippy toes, okay? That career was right there. It was right just knocking at the door. And she let that shit all just fly away, fly out the door, fly out the window because she wanted to troll Cardi B. Now we say, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Okay. So what about the money in Africa? Aaliyah says, child, we're going to talk about all of this. But before we get this thing going, before we get this party started, I have to give this quick disclaimer. I am not a legal professional. I'm not a paralegal. I'm not an attorney. I'm none of the sort. All I am is a YouTuber that can break down legal documents, cases, things of that nature, because we've been doing this Cardi B, Tasha K lawsuit. And we just use common sense to break that thing down and give you the tea. Okay? So, can Tasha K file bankruptcy? Now, we know that Tasha K, she was found liable for a defamation case that she was in. Cardi B sued her for defamation, all right? We all know the story. We all know that Tasha K went on a rampage stating that Cardi B had herpes. She cheated on her husband. She put the beer bottle up her, hoo-ha. She put the beer bottle up there. She did okay. And she was a prostitute, all these things. And Cardi B said, no, ma'am, you are not going to defame my character. You are not going to put these lies out. So a lot of people got that mixed up with freedom of speech. That, okay, Tasha K was just talking like she's a blogger. That's her job. She's an influencer. That's what we do. She was just exercising her First Amendment right, freedom of speech. However, freedom of speech, defamation, libel, slander, all of those things, it's different, okay? When you pass off information that you are stating is true, or you're trying to put it out that it's a fact and really it's just something that, you're just saying, you don't know it to be true, that is not freedom of speech. That is defamation, that's libel, that's, spreading lies. So Cardi B said, no, I'm going to make you an example. Now, Cardi B gave Tasha K multiple chances. She asked her to take that video down, Star Marie, the whole thing, take it down, okay? The interview, all of these things, take it down, stop the narrative. And Tasha K said no, because see, Tasha K thought, okay, she really thought that she had, so the rumor from what I'm hearing is that Tasha K thought she had the tea on Cardi B, okay, from, I guess somebody was working at the, at the supposedly, the hospital or whatever where Cardi had been, and that this person had access to Hennessy's medical records, Tasha's medical records. So Tasha thought that she was going to beat this or win this because supposedly this information contained evidence that Cardi B really did have herpes, or, that it was true what she was saying. So she thought she was going to go on a court. It was going to be a smoking gun, that Cardi B was going to take this, test and all of that, and she was going to come out having herpes. It didn't go like that. She also thought that she was going to be able to pass off a narrative to the judge, to the jurors, that Cardi B was a gun-toting gang member. She's a blood. She's an ex-blood. She hangs with all these gang members. She was at the, the club, and she was beating up Jade and her sister and all of this. And she just really is a gang member, and she's just really, she's the person that she raps about in her lyrics. She tried to pass off this persona that Cardi B has as a real person. And at the end of the day, we know that, hey, a character is a character in, these videos and these rappers, they're characters. Just like us on YouTube. This is just a character. This is just an image that you see. This is just for YouTube. This is just for the public. This isn't me every day. I don't go running around saying, I got the receipts. I got the receipts. Hey, I'm Sweetpea. All right, y'all. I don't go around talking like that. You know what I'm saying? We live a very different life than what we show on camera. So Tasha K thought that she was going to walk in that courtroom and that she was going to spank this case. She said that she had lawyers that never lost the case. She had these young attorneys that were fresh, and, they had it going on and they never lost. And she said she was going to go in there and spank this goddamn lawsuit. And that did not happen. Okay? It did not happen. She ended up losing, all right? Her and Sheck, they was on the stand. Sheck was talking shit, throwing her under the bus. They found out that they hadn't been paying taxes, all kinds of things, all right? Taxes. I don't think about the taxes. What about the taxes? Okay? They was throwing each other up on the bus. I mean, how about Olga and Sadir? They were fumbling the ball in court. The judge had to constantly be asking them, are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure this is a motion you want to file? The briefs and shit, they was turning them in late. That's what happens when you pay $14.99 for an attorney, or when you find them in the yellow pages. That's what happens, all right? She even gave those attorneys to Larry Reed, and he ended up losing his shit as well. But I think she really thought that she was going to spank this Okay, so we having some problems. Looks like we having some problems with YouTube. Says they're not maintaining enough video. Can you guys see me? Let's see. So let's do this angle. Let's see how this one works, because it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. So let me know if you guys can see and hear. All right. But see, now we can switch to a different device. Maybe that will help. Okay. But yeah, you know, she thought she was going to go in there, but that's what happens when you pay little to nothing for attorneys. Okay. Oh, you guys, you're good. You can see in here. Okay, cool. Now, you know, so at the end of the day, she lost, and everybody was telling me, I've been told y'all that Tasha K was not a millionaire. Okay. That YouTube had not made her a millionaire. Yes, she gets hundreds of thousands of views on interviews. You know, yes, she has a lot of streams. Yes, she has 1 million subscribers. But that doesn't equal money. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm a YouTuber and I understand the algorithm. I understand CPM. I understand the equations and everything that equals a paycheck. And I can tell by her views and engagement that she wasn't a millionaire. But everybody, I mean, even the lead attorney told me I didn't know what the I was talking about. And I said, I'll give her $10,000 a month, $20K on a good month. I'll give her that. And that's a decent living. That is an excellent living off of a free app that no one is co-signing. No network, no nothing is backing you. That is excellent money. That is passive income. That's money you making in your sleep with streaming. Okay? Excellent. $10,000 a month, $20K. That's excellent money. But that's where we get into she is a disgrace, because there's no goddamn way I would have fumbled my bag and lost $10K a month, $20K a month for doing nothing but having fun. Making videos, interviewing people, that shit is fun, right? I mean, you're a little star in your own right. You know, you got look at me, got my little studio, you know, you're upgrading. You're doing good. That's what happens when you start, money starts coming in, you know, you start making upgrades and shit. You're getting sponsors and your show just starts looking great, right? But then you fumble a bag because you just couldn't take the video down. You couldn't stop telling lies. No way. There's no way I would be in that position. But I told y'all that Tasha K was not a millionaire. Okay. 1 million subscribers doesn't equal $1 million. Okay. Even 1 million views doesn't equal $1 million. Told you guys this. So now Tasha finds herself in a position where she lost the lawsuit and now has to pay $3.8 million. Well, what was she kept saying? Oh, I just got to pay $75K. Just a little punk $75K. You know, I could pay that. We wash our ass with cease and desist. But you ain't washing your ass with that cease and desist now. Honey, you probably can barely afford to wipe your ass with Charmin. You are down there to the dollar store getting that Dollar Brand toilet paper, honey. That brand at the Family Dollar. It's like 6 of them come in a pack for $1. That's what you are wiping your ass with these days. You ain't wiping your ass with Scott tissue or Charmin. You're wiping your ass with the dollar store brand. Okay? We know it. Admit it. Okay? Admit it. Tasha is wiping her ass with dollar store brand tissue. Now, don't sleep on that tissue, honey. Don't sleep on it, because at the pandemic, people was running around buying up tissue. That's the only tissue you could find, really, that was the dollar store tissue. They had tissue for you. Now, the Scott and the Charmin and all that shit was out, but that goddamn dollar store. Why was people buying up all the tissue? Can somebody, during a pandemic, instead of food and, you know, non-perishables, people was running around just hogging up all the toilet paper. I mean, they wanted to clog up their toilets. Okay. No, you were supposed to be washing your hands. That was going to keep down the germ. You know, I mean, you needed more sanitizer and soap and shit like that. People was buying up toilet paper. Please help me. Help me to understand that. Okay. That's why y'all asses was catching that COVID to begin with, because you wasn't sanitary and washing your hands. All right. But anyway, anywho, Tasha K now finds herself having to pay $3.8 million, in which she does not have. So Cardi B, all right, Cardi said, I want my goddamn money. Of course, Tasha filed an appeal. You know, of course, we knew that's what she was going to do. And really, that's what she should have done. Okay, when you're in this type of position and you're facing a judgment of that size, you should file an appeal. But I was telling you guys all along, she had no reason to file an appeal. You cannot file an appeal because you don't like the judgment, because you don't like the outcome. That's not it, ma'am. That is not that's not the basis of an appeal. You must have a reason, like the court made an error. Okay. Something didn't get in that was supposed to get in, something like that. Not, I don't like it, I don't have it, I'm just trying to stall, I'm trying to figure out a way. No, it must be there's some type of error. So when the court came back dismissing her appeal, like I knew they would, I told you all along, from the beginning, I told you what was happening with this case. Nobody believed, my sweeties and sweetums believed me. Where's all the goddamn winos now, actually? Where are they all at? Because they trolled the hell out of my ass. Said I didn't know what I was talking about. I had fake documents. Ben told y'all when she lost that summary judgment. I already knew what it was hitting for. I already knew she lost this lawsuit. I been told you. Ben told you. But when she filed that appeal, I said she's not going to win that because she doesn't have a basis for filing the appeal in the first place. There were no errors, and the Judge Ray, he made sure of that. We know. He made sure, he kept saying throughout the trial, he didn't want this done, he wanted that done, this and that, because he didn't want there to be any errors in the case so that there would not be any appeals. But, of course, Tasha and her team, they were going to do it anyway because they were stalling. They're trying to come up with a way, come up with something. And it just wasn't going to work. Now, what I do believe that Tasha K thought that Cardi B was going to have mercy on her. She thought that Cardi B was going to, at the last minute, pull out. And she was going to retract. And she was going to say, I feel sorry for you. I'm not going to do you in. I'm going to let you slide. I'm going to forget about it. And I'm just going to give you, some grace. No. And I don't blame Cardi. Cardi said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I asked you to take them fucking videos down. I asked you to stop. I asked you to go on about your business and stop lying on me. I gave you plenty of chances. I gave you 3 years. Even before they went to court, Cardi B said, we are both mothers now. You had your baby. I had my baby. Let's stop this. Tasha K, no. Lying. She want to settle. She want a settlement. How would someone that is suing you want to settle with you financially? She kept going. Even through the trial, she kept with these narratives, calling her Herpes B, calling her all these names, slandering her, teasing her. Every time there was something going on with the trial, she would come up on Instagram, come on live, and slander Cardi B some more. Slander her family, talk about the kids, talk about culture, talk about Offset. She wouldn't give up. During the trial, she told the judge, I'm not going to stop unless you make me stop. So why should there have been any mercy? And for the people that say, well, Tasha K was just talking about Cardi B like everybody else does. Everybody talks about Cardi B. She's not the only person that talks about Cardi B. It's a difference between talking about someone and slandering and defaming them. And the lies were ridiculous. They were nasty. It was vile. It was disgusting. And that's why I say Tasha K is a disgrace. She is a disgrace. As a black woman that is supposed to be an example to YouTubers like me, content creators like me, people coming up in the game, trying to do better, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be great. She's a disgrace. The fact that you pump narratives that you know to be lies just for clicks and views. And because that's the climate on YouTube. People go far, too far. How far is too far? $3.8 million. People go that far just for clicks and views, likes and shares, to go viral, to have someone talking. But at the end of the day, Tasha K is an example as to why you do not go too far in the names of click, views, likes, and shares. She's the prime example. She's the poster child for when clout chasing goes wrong on YouTube. Now, she has now filed bankruptcy, is the rumor. Okay, I'm looking for that tea. I want to get those documents so I can go over it and kind of look and see, what it is that she's claiming. Because during my research, and I told you guys this before, during the trial, she can't file bankruptcy and win that discharge, the judgment. She can file bankruptcy for her debts, of course. But that judgment ain't going nowhere, because there are certain things that are non-dischargeable. Okay. And when you have a lawsuit that is for defamation, malice, and things of that nature, that is not dischargeable. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly, and I'm going to show you. Now, you guys remember the whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing, right? Now, this is coming from a website, CGA Law, okay? And they are saying, are defamation damages dischargeable in bankruptcy? The jury issued its verdict yesterday in the Virginia defamation lawsuit between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, Amber Heard. After 3 weeks of trial, the jury concluded that Ms. Heard's statements were defamatory. Yesterday's verdict has left many people asking whether damages awarded in a defamation case are dischargeable in bankruptcy. Ordinarily, when a person files bankruptcy and receives a discharge, this means that the bankruptcy party's debts are eliminated and do not need to be repaid. Dischargeability depends upon what else the jury concludes. The bankruptcy code says that debts based on liability for willful and malicious injury by the debtor to another entity or to property of another entity are specifically excluded from the scope of the bankruptcy discharge. The Depp versus Heard jury found that Ms. Heard had acted intentionally and with actual malice to cause harm to Mr. Depp. This means that the jury's award of damages is likely not dischargeable in bankruptcy. To exclude a debt from the bankruptcy discharge, the willful and malicious nature of the bankrupt party's actions must each be proven independently. Bankruptcy law defines the term willful as a deliberate or intentional injury, not merely a deliberate or intentional act that leads to injury. Merely showing that someone committed a conscious act that resulted in an injury is not sufficient. The act must be shown to have been done with the intent to cause the injury. So in this case, the injury would be malice, intent to defame, intent to lie, to slander, and such things, right? So I think that about answers the question. Okay. That about answers the question. Miss Jordan says, it's a little delay, honey. The audio is like a second behind. It's not bad though. Love the new setup. Okay. I will make sure that I adjust that, because it will be like that from the camera, this camera up here, which is the other view, versus this view and such. So let me see if this one. Okay. Okay, let me know if that's better. I made an adjustment with the camera and the audio, so let me know if that is better. Okay. So yes, the situation with Tasha K is not. She's not going to be able to get rid of that bankruptcy. That $3.8 million debt. The bankruptcy is not going to fix that. That's not going to make it go away. Okay. So I'm looking at nice sound. Yeah, just let me know if the delay, because sometimes there is a delay with the picture. And then I could see the stream health that there's a little breeze, windy here where I'm at. And so it might be, lagging behind. So just let me know if that's a little better. All right. But now, you got a commercial? Yep. Sometimes that's how YouTube is, honey. Now, yeah, the stream health is blinking in and out. And that is the connection here because there is a storm in the area. There's a storm a brewing. Okay. So really not too much I can do about that. But yeah, doesn't look like Tasha K is going to be able to get away with getting rid of this debt with a bankruptcy because there are such things that cannot be discharged. It's non-dischargeable debt. And if they can prove that there was malice, which it was, the jury already found Tasha K liable and found that it was malicious intent. So that is not something that can be discharged. We've already determined, Tasha, that but these are things that you must do. I can't say that she's wrong for trying. That's $3.8 million. That's a lot of money. So of course she's going to try all these different things that she's got to do to try not to pay, and that's what she should be doing. So you guys, we have a partnership with Real Life and Reality. They are a YouTube reality series and they have a new show out. It is called Real Life and Music. Please catch this trailer right here. So you guys make sure you go on over there to Real Life and Reality, their YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you binge watch all of their episodes. They are now on episode 6. So make sure you go over there and, tell them that the SweetpeaDiaries sent you. Run it up, because we're going to be interviewing the cast. We're going to be having, some reviews of their shows. And yeah, please go on over there and tell them that the SweetpeaDiaries sent you. They are on episode 6, Real Life and Reality. That's their YouTube channel. The link is in the description box. Okay. And the new episode, the new show is called Real Life and Music. It's excellent content. I am glued to my screen. I have a favorite character, and I asked you guys to tell me who is your favorite? Who is your favorite cast member? Can you guess which mine is? There's a few of you that have been binge watching and has been watching the show because you've left, this is what happens when you haven't learned how to shut the F up. I think it's hilarious, and I hope she's forced to pay double the amount. Hey, it is what it is. Listen, that's what happens when your pride gets in the way and you care more about your pride and impressing your subscribers and your viewers than you do your family. Okay, because I cannot imagine what her marriage is going through. I heard rumors of maybe there could be a divorce, there could be a separation, because honey, that's not easy. That's not an easy pill to swallow. To go from, remember the picture they had of the on Christmas, and they were out front, and they had their PJs on, then her and Shaq and the kids in front of their big old pretty house. And now you went from that to back down to the old house in Florida. That has to hurt. That has to sting. And as a husband, I cannot imagine watching my wife throw away everything that we've built, everything that we've worked hard for. I hear rumors that she's fired her staff. I don't know how true that is, but I see that there's another content creator that has posted that she fired her staff, that everyone is getting the pink slip around there to the Kibi Studios. Okay, but that is not a surprise to me. I already knew that this was going to happen. I knew that she was not going to come out of this a winner. There was not going to be any celebration once that appeal was dismissed. It was nothing but tears. It was nothing but, oh my goodness, I told you to leave Cardi B alone. It was nothing but that around that house. I told you, look at this check, look at this YouTube check. I told you guys that they was going to garnish them wages. I told you all of this. We are not surprised around here to the SweetpeaDiaries. I told you everything that was going to happen to Tasha K. Because there was no way she was going to win that lawsuit. There was no way that Cardi was going to lose that. You cannot prove that someone put a beer, cheated on their husband. Were you there? You can't prove that someone has an STD when the test says they don't have it. I knew she was going to lose. She should have pulled back when she had the chance. Cardi told you that she was going to make an example out of you, as she should have. As she should have. She has a right to her privacy. She has a right to stop people from spreading lies about her husband, her children. She has a right. She has a right to want to hear, want people to not lie on her. And the people that say otherwise, I don't know. I just don't understand it. Oh my God, if she fired her assistant, it's about to get messy. Oh no, not Queen Chelsea, Virgo says, and Coach. Honey, I heard that that's what it's giving. I heard that the employees are down there to the Kibi Studios being fired. So I don't know. But all I know is that we told you so. We told you over here at the SweetpeaDiaries that this is what was going to happen. So it is not a surprise to me. I am not surprised at all. Okay. But again, Tasha K is filing for bankruptcy is what they're saying. I want to see the documents. I need to see this because, girl, you are not going to win. You're not going to have to get out of paying that. She is trying to get out of paying that lawsuit, and it's just not going to happen. People talk about, well, what about the money that she hid in Africa? What about this? What about that? Cardi B has resources. She has attorneys, and she has a machine behind her. Remember this machine that Tasha K talked about? This machine, Atlantic Records. She has money in a machine. She has a team of lawyers. She has people behind her that are supporting her 100%. Not only does she have her team, she has party gang. She has people like me. She has people that want to see justice, people that want to see her win, want to see her make it. They celebrate when they see her and her family on vacation. They don't hate. They celebrate when they see a new business venture. They don't hate. They celebrate. Cardi got a lot of people backing her. You know what I'm saying? So At the end of the day, Tasha K, she has fumbled her bag and she has, completely destroyed her brand, destroyed her channel, all over wanting to go viral. And I say, was it worth it? Because $10,000 a month, okay, we seen where Cardi B, she garnished, she asked YouTube, please hand over Google, please hand over Tasha K's earnings. And it was roughly $10,000. Then I guess the next month it was $640. Okay, well, that's because there are no views. Certain amount of views only equals certain amount of money. All right. And $10,000 a month, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. It's going to keep going down because Tasha's going to intentionally not post. She's going to intentionally not drive, people to her channel, not try to drive up the page in revenue because she's only going to give Cardi bits and pieces. Now, that's out of spite. Okay, because it's like, what am I working for? What am I doing this for? I told y'all that to begin with too. She's going to be working for Cardi B. Why post videos? Why do interviews? Why do all that shit? You just giving it out to Cardi B. The earnings are going to all go to Cardi B. So what did I tell you? What I told you in the last video. She's going to intentionally not post. She's going to intentionally not do as much content and intentionally not care whether or not she gets views or not because it goes to Cardi B. So now what will she do? Even if, now look, we have a guest. You guys, we have a guest. Yes. And you probably can't see her, but we have a guest. Miss Princess has jumped up on the panel. Okay. Miss Princess, she has jumped up on the panel. All right. She's here. She wants to tell us about this little piece of microphone thing that she's playing with. And, she wants to swat it and she wants to do an interview about it, I guess. Child, she done jumped up here. And that's another reason why I actually put the set this way, because I do want you guys to be able to see the pets and see the animals. So you will be able to see them. But I'm trying to get the camera situated to where as though you'll be, when they do jump up here, you'll be able to see them. Okay. But you might be able to catch Princess. Okay. She's now over here. You can hear her. You hear her? She's swatting something over there. But I already said that this is exactly what was going to happen. Her revenue from YouTube, she's going to intentionally not post. She's going to intentionally make sure that, all of the videos are now going to her app and the money is going to be made over there, right? But what you have to understand is if there is a judgment and if Cardi has garnishment powers, Cardi can garnish anything that has an income. So your Patreon, your Uscreen, because I keep telling you guys, her app, it's powered by Uscreen. It's another company that actually holds the domain, right? That actually does all of the, the upkeep, right? The servers, all of that. It's through Uscreen. They are powering this app. It's just like Patreon. It's similar to Patreon. And you get to charge however much you want to charge per month. And your people come over there and watch and have, just like my Patreon. It's a membership. And then, boom, you cash that out at the end of the month. Uscreen takes a percentage. And you go on about your merry way. Now, that's more of a revenue. It's more of a direct revenue because you don't have YouTube taking the 30%. But you got Uscreen taking their part. All right. You always got to pay somebody. If you don't got servers in your home, if you're not a programmer and you're not building your own applications, you're going through someone to power this. So Uscreen is taking the percentage and Uscreen is paying her. She, put her checking account or whatever account she wanted the money to go into, and that's how they pay her. Those funds go there. So Cardi B can actually send a document to Uscreen as well, requesting that money be sent over to her because she has a court order. She has a court order for this $3.8 million judgment. She's like a debt collector in a sense. As long as you have an attorney and you have the proper people that can execute this debt, and then you got the U.S. Marshals involved. They're involved as far as liquidating assets. All right. So Tasha K got a lot going on. She's got a lot going on, and she's basically fumbled her bag because she wanted to prove a point. She wanted to go viral. She wanted to go viral. And I believe that she has ruined her entire brand. I believe she's ruined her career on YouTube. I believe that she's going to have to probably go and get a job. She's going to have to go back to working a 9-to-5. She's not going to be able to make enough revenue on the internet that is going to be able to sustain her family as well as pay Cardi B, because they want this judgment paid all at once. There is no percentage that she's got to get. They want it all at once. She had the opportunity to tell the courts that she was financially impaired, that she had some type of hardship. You remember back when, in the beginning, she was supposed to do that, and she did not do that. She didn't let the courts know that she needed help. Again, the pride. When your subscribers were offering to take up a GoFundMe, I don't need a GoFundMe. Telling people to close it down and shut it down, and not taking help from people when they were trying to give it to her. So at the end of the day, her YouTube career is over. And I don't see how she could come back from this as a YouTuber in that capacity. I don't see that happening. I don't. Okay? That's just my opinion. I don't see that happening. Logically, that's not going to happen. She's going to have to get a job, and she's going to have to be like the rest of us, working a 9-to-5, because she fumbled her $10,000 a month, her $20K on a good month, her $20K, her $10,000. I mean, instead of just going back and doing content, you know, her interviews and doing all that, she really wanted to clout chase and go viral off Cardi B. And my thing was, it was a 15-minute fame, you know, like your 15 minutes worth of fame. You got that. You were able to trend on the blogs and different things like that. People now talk about you with this lawsuit. People, you know, you're going to always be synonymous with being sued by Cardi B. And that's another thing that is probably like a stain on her reputation and on her brand. You're going to always be synonymous and always be known as the blogger that got sued by Cardi B. The blogger that defamed Cardi B. The blogger that lied on Cardi B. You're just always going to be known as that blogger lady. So I can't see her coming back from this. I don't see her having a big bang. I don't see that happening. There's nothing that she can do to come back from this, because she's got to pay the $3.8 million unless she hits the lottery, unless someone gives her that $3.8 million as a trade-off or something for, you know, like, hey, I want to, you know, they thinking she going to have a major show or something, and she's worth $3.8 million. Unless someone puts that up and pays that shit off for her, she's going to be stuck for the rest of her life paying Cardi B. I mean, that's just real talk. She's going to be stuck for the rest of her life, the rest of her career, paying Cardi B. Period. So unless somebody pay that shit off, I don't know, Shaq go around down there and have the mama do some kind of voodoo or something like that, throw some chicken bones down or something, honey, she is not going to be able to come up out of this. Susie Jones says, Sweetie, can her app be touched for repaying this debt that her husband, and the company brand? So first off, again, I'm going to say this again. That app was created. It is not an app that was created by her husband. They might have did all the little oohs and ahs as far as the clip art and the logos and, you know, the channel art goes, but they do not own that app. Uscreen is a company that owns that app, that they actually power it. So they basically are the ones that did the coding, did all of that, right? And the reason I know this is because I was going to go with the Uscreen to get the Roku and everything working until now we're getting back to that. I'm having talks with them again so that I can get the Roku app working. they provide assistance with Roku and Apple TV, and then they also give you an app. It's like $49.99 a month or something like that, this app, right? And so basically what they did, they sent me a marketing kit, right? And like an advertising thing to show me the work that they've done with other YouTubers and other, influencers and stuff like that, to show me what I can get, what I can purchase and whatnot. And so they showed me a couple other packages. And in the package, Tasha K was an example. They used her channel to show the work that they did for her and said, if you want something similar. So that is how I showed that on a video like months ago. That is how I found out and came across that tea that Tasha K didn't own that app. So that was another lie. And people, oh, it was my birthday, my husband, oh, shake. No, you and Shaq were courted by Uscreen, and they made this app for you guys, and it is powered by them. All the servers, all of that, they own it. Tasha K is not sitting in some goddamn studio somewhere with, servers. She ain't that big. She ain't that large. Now, she might have built a little studio. You can rent. They have places where you can go and rent space, and you can turn that space into whatever you want to turn it into. A studio with mics and, a podcast room or whatever it is you want to turn it into. You can do that. And she probably has something like that for when she does the interviews and flies people in. However, she doesn't have servers or nothing. She don't got coders or nothing. No, that is a Uscreen app. It's just like Patreon. So when the people join, they are going through her app, but Uscreen is the ones that are taking the money, doing all that, and they break her off her percentage and they keep theirs. So basically what can happen, Cardi B can submit the garnishment request to Uscreen, Patreon, wherever she has income, and she can get that money as well. So that is why I'm saying that Tasha K's career is over as we know it. It's over. Now, unless, like I said, someone fronts her that $3.8 million, it's over. Judy says, you stated over and over again that she would not only lose the case, but she didn't even have $1 million. TLA swore up and down that she had it. Hey, red lipstick hustler Lily, what's up, girl? Coach says, doesn't she still have taxes? And isn't there a few other people suing her because she wouldn't shut up? I mean, I heard that there are other people in line, honey. So this is really sad. This is a sad thing for someone to have built up a brand, have built up a channel from nothing, and just really lose it all over pride. And that is all I can really say about it. That's how she lost it, over pride, because she just did not want to look bad in front of everyone. She kept coming out here saying that her team was strong. She had Wiley capping for her, and her assistant capping for her. Even Storm was capping for her. And now that they're on the outs, Storm now want to now say that she was wrong or that she shouldn't have did what she did. She lost it all and all of this. But he was one of those, him and Chelsea, that would sit down at the damn table and lie for her and, gaslight everyone and say she was winning and act like these lawyers, this team was so professional and they were such winners and they were so high profile. Here it is. These are criminal defense attorneys. They don't even deal with liable, defamation, property, intellectual property law, copyright law. They don't deal with none of that. Criminal defense. I mean, Olga was getting the briefs in late. The court would tell her that she got a deadline. They would say, don't get it in late. And she would get it in late anyway. I mean, it was a couple times where the judge threatened to tell the bar, threatened to report them to the bar for being late, for half-assing shit. So at the end of the day, she got what she paid for, right? And her case came out the way she paid for it, $14.99 defense. That's what you get, a $14.99 service. You look in Craigslist and look for attorneys. This is what's going to happen. Yes, Olga and Niam, honey. Now her and Bishop Whitehead getting into it. And the thing about that is, Tasha, again, you shouldn't even be on the internet. I wouldn't even want to be on the internet beefing with nobody. That's the selfishness and the self-righteousness that is Tasha K. That's the narcissism that's Tasha K. Because even through all of this, and you're losing it all in front of everyone, you got the gall to get your ass up here and argue with yet another person. I wouldn't even want to be on the internet. I wouldn't even want to show my face, let alone argue with someone else, let alone get into it, let alone being threatened for lawsuits. No way. I would not be up here. I would be looking for another way to make money. Maybe whatever little bit of money I do got left, maybe I'll be trying to buy homes, flip homes. Maybe I'll open up a restaurant. Maybe I'll do something. But the internet is not where I would be. I wouldn't be blogging. I wouldn't be doing none of that, because look where it got me. They did that on purpose. Tasha thought she could say she had a bad lawyer. Right. Damn it, Tasha, what you gonna do, girl? Honey, you know you done fucked up, don't you? You know you fucked up. The judge told Olga to go back to law school. Honey, I mean, remember the summary judgment? And remember when that was due? The judge said it had to be in before the weekend, and Olga turned it in after the weekend anyway. The judge was pissed. So this is what happens when you think that the court of law is YouTube. You think that the court of law is the court of public opinion. You might be able to do all this shit on YouTube and get up here and talk a good game. You got the gift of gab, got that Florida swag and shit, and get up here and try to flim-flam people with your bullshit and gaslight everyone. But you can't do that in court. Judge Ray Ray wasn't having that shit. The jury wasn't having that shit. Cardi B's attorneys wasn't having that shit. They wasn't having it. She thought she was going to get in there, and she thought that she was going to run game like she does on YouTube, and she was going to come out on top. It doesn't work like that. The court of law, they have rules, regulations, and there's an order to things. But you remember, you told that judge that they were going to have to put a gag order on your ass in order for you to stop. So nobody had mercy on you, because look at the shit you were saying. Even in the face of a lawsuit, you sat your ass on that stand and told the judge that they need to put a gag order on you in order for you to shut your ass up. I mean, how arrogant is that? So I don't feel sorry for her. At the end of the day, she made her bed and she has to lay in it. I don't feel sorry for Tasha K whatsoever. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, playing in the judge's face. Basically, that's basically what she did. It's basically what she did. So you guys, let me know in the chat what it is that you're thinking. What is your thoughts on this? I'm as always, I'm anxious to hear from you. But this is it. That's all I have. I just wanted to really just do a little test run, and I wanted to come up in live. I'm going to start doing my uploads, and we're going to get back into the swing. Evan, what are you doing? Please stop. We're going to. Okay. Yeah, you done messed up my stuff. Move. Now he done knocked out my cords. Evan, he done came over here and knocked out my stuff. I don't even know why he's over here.
What do you mean knocked out your phone?
I'm sorry, you guys, that the camera had a little slip, the other camera. So hopefully I'm back. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah. Yes, I was stuck. I think Evan might have hit this thing or whatever. But you guys, that's really all I had. At the end of the day, this is like I said, it's over. There's really no coming back from this. I can't see how she's gonna come back from this. There's really nothing she can do about it. Like $3.8 million. Like I said, somebody's gonna have to pay that shit for her in order for her to just come. I mean, that's it. She's done. She's done for. All right, so Sweet Pea, will Cardi's lawyers review when Tasha started moving money around and when she is advised by the judge Ray not to do that? There's really no more that these people can really do to her. I don't see the judge doing anything to her about it. I don't see her getting in any trouble about that. I just see them looking for the money and garnishing whatever monies they can garnish. I don't see them putting her, locking her up or fining her or doing anything because she moved anything around. They're just going to go get it. Wherever she's got money, the U.S. Marshals, they're just going to go get it, right? They're going to find it and they're going to liquidate it and they're going to give it to Cardi B. Any monies that Tasha K makes, because this judgment is so large and she did not petition with the court and let them know that she has a hardship, some type of, financial hardship, and she needs a payment plan or a certain percentage. Usually with a garnishment, usually the way that goes, they have, depending on what state you're in, there's a percentage that they take out for garnishment, for, like garnishing your wages. And usually that's like with an employer, right? Like if you owe a debt collector or if you have a judgment. And they send that garnishment request to your employers. Your employers have to respond. They have to answer to it, and they have to do it. They have to institute the garnishment, because if not, they will be fined. So depending on what the percentage is in that state of Georgia, somebody told me it's like 30% or something like that, or 60%. I'm not sure, 30 or 60. I'm not sure, but they take that amount from your income and give it to your the person you owe. But in Tasha's case, because she didn't, petition the court and tell the court that she had financial issues or hardship, they are asking for Cardi B and her, is asking that this entire judgment be paid at once. Boom, $3.8 million. So that means whatever it is, any income she gets, they take it. They don't care about your rent. They don't care about your credit cards. They don't care. They want the judgment paid. The courts, it's not their job to sit back and say, well, she has to eat. Well, she has to feed her family. They don't give a damn about any of that. They are only interested in satisfying the debt. Period. Satisfying the judgment. That's all. The court could care less. 30% for California. Okay, Courtney says 40%. The real Virgo Queen says lock her up. Green Texas, I wonder will they get that audit into place about her moving assets around? Well, like I said, I don't think that the court is going to really do anything about that, about her. Can they prove she moved assets around? Probably. But do they care? No. Because why? Because it's not a lot of money. It's not satisfying $3.8 million. I mean, what was it? $800,000 at the most? And then $1,000 some dollars was in the account when Cardi went to collect. She had already moved it or whatever. It doesn't matter where you move it at. They can prove that you moved it. They're going to go and get it. Doesn't matter if it's in Africa. You had that money in your possession and you had it in the bank before the judgment was rendered. So now that the judgment has been rendered and they say that you owe her $3.8 million, whatever monies you have in your possession, no matter where it is, they're going to collect that money. Now, I don't know if Africa has some type of offshore account laws or rules to why she picked Africa. I'm thinking she picked Africa because that's where her husband is from. Hey, I'm not sure. But I do not think that any type of rules or any type of laws apply. I don't think they give a damn. They're going to get that money. It might just take a while because it's in another country, but they're going to get that money. You're going to hear about Cardi B collecting that $800,000 or however much it was. And I don't think that the court is going to do anything to Tasha, like, penalize her, lock her up, or give her a fine. I don't think any of that. They're just going to say that's where the money is. They're going to go get it, and they're going to give it to Cardi B. That's just my opinion. Okay? So, in summary, Tasha K has filed for bankruptcy. They say she done fired all the people down to the Kiwi Studios. Okay? She seems to think that filing bankruptcy is going to get rid of this defamation lawsuit. I'm assuming that she's taken the advice again of Olga and Sadir, the very two people that got her in this mess in the first place. Because to be honest with you, Olga was supposed to tell her that she was not equipped to handle this case. She might have had a chance if she had other lawyers. She might have had a chance. Olga and Sadir wanted the public publicity that this case brought them because all they heard was the name Cardi B. And they wanted to be associated with that case because of that. They didn't give a damn about a Tasha K. But they, as far as I'm concerned, took advantage of Tasha K, and they are to blame for her losing this goddamn lawsuit. Her and them and her fucking arrogance. Because she shouldn't have been involved in it in the first place. She should have not even had the videos up once they have been requested to be removed. Okay? But I feel as though Olga and Sadir should have said that they were criminal attorneys, criminal defense attorneys, and they had no expertise or no experience is the word I'm looking for. No experience in dealing with these type of lawsuits. That's just my opinion. I think she has another lawyer. Olga wanted the money too. I want to get rid of it. Supposedly she left her son there too. I heard she left her son in Africa. I did hear that too. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that they're going to, put her in jail. They're going to penalize her. They're going to do anything like that. But they're going to go get that money. The U.S. Marshals, wherever that money is, they're going to get it. Okay? So that's all I have tonight, you guys. That is it. That's it. That's finito. It's over. Okay? I just really wanted to test out and, test drive. There are a lot of things that we have to fix. There's, I need to get a bigger chair that, I could sit up in a little bit more. I'm still learning how to tweak the lights. My XLR microphone, I have the Shure M, that one that everybody uses. It's gorgeous. The sound is top notch. But it works with an audio interface, and the Zoom thing just wasn't zooming. It wasn't working for me. And so, I'm going to get all of that together this week, hopefully, and learn a little bit more about my angles and all that. But yeah, I just really wanted to give it a test run. So you guys drop in the comments and let me know. I know, my hair, I just got my curls out. I just threw on my little, skirt or whatever, and it's just doing what it do. Okay. But I really didn't care about, I just wanted to make sure my shit was working. Hey, Donat. Nice to see you, boo. What's going on? I just wanted to really see how everything was and really learn the other camera and whatnot and see if during the show, if I can pop it in. Let me see if I can see if that works. See. Yeah. Does that work? Yep. And so I wanted to see if I can do that and pop it in while I'm live and you guys can hear it and all of that. So yes. Looks like everything is working. We just have to get everything together. All right. PMS says civil lawyers, not criminal ones. Exactly. This was good. I'd love to see you working in your passion. Thank you, Black girl. Real Virgo says, Sweet Pea, it will all come in due time. How's your daughter? My kids are fine. My daughter's great. Everyone is doing good. You know, my pets are good. Everyone's great. I can't ask for more. I'm blessed. Okay. So thank you guys. I mean, look, and then this camera, I just feel like I look sweaty, oily. This other one, I don't feel like I look so oily. And then this one, I just feel like I look oily. So, you know, we're going to get all of that together. But Miss Tasha, girl, you fumbled your bag and you really just messed up your entire YouTube career. You are a disgrace to YouTubers everywhere. Ain't no goddamn way you should be owing a celebrity as large as Cardi B $3.8 million. I mean, and for the people that say that's a lot of money, that's too much money for someone like that's not a celebrity, Tasha K asked for it. She told the judge, kiss my ass. When the judge asked her, you're not going to stop unless I put a gag order in place, she said yes. She was arrogant. The whole time. She was arrogant. Through the whole trial. She was arrogant. The whole 3 years of this lawsuit, she was arrogant. So $3.8 million, she needed to be humbled. She needed to be taught a lesson. And God damn it, she was taught a lesson. I bet you this shit humbled her ass now. But you know what? No, it didn't. She's right back at it. She's right back at it. What is she? Arguing with Bishop Whitehead? And who else is they're saying that they want to sue her ass? So listen, it wasn't too much. It was right where it should have been. Wipe her ass out, knock her down a notch, and now we see what you're going to do on YouTube, Miss Queen of YouTube. You said you wipe your ass with cease and desist. Only thing you wiping your ass now is with dollar store tissue because you can't even afford the Charmin. So you guys, like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And remember, drop down in the description box and click that link for Real Life and Reality. They have a new show called Real Life and Music. Be sure to check it out and tell them that the SweetpeaDiaries sent you. You guys, thank you for joining me. You guys have a good night. I love you. Bye.
You know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts.